Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Coach Kim with Forever Works, and today we are going to be working on a fall design. Fall is just around the corner, so let's have fun and let's get creative. So we're working on a 14-inch bead hoop frame here. I did get this from Hobby Lobby. You can always check there or check Michael's or your local craft store. Now I did stain this, and I used the Fairthane Premium Fast Dry Wood Stain Golden Mahogany. We have used this before in a spring project, but I wanted to go for more of a lighter and darker tones, so I used a rag and I did each bead, and it takes a very long time, so I would definitely recommend either spray painting or finding a stain brush apparently. So just check your local hardware stores for all that. So let's begin. So we're going to set this aside. So now we're going to put some foam right here, and then we're going to work with the supplies that we have. Now, this is what I call a poop patty. This is actually foam from gaps and cracks. You can find that at Walmart. You can find that at your local hardware stores or anywhere where they sell canned insulation foam. So, I'm going to cut this down to size, and I'm going to make this a little bit higher up here up front. I've kind of learned from last time not to do it so thin. So that's what we're going to do right now. I think this looks like a good size. And also, as you're working, just make sure you take a look here at the corners. If you need to do like a little slant to kind of fit it a little bit better, then go ahead and do that. So this is how much we have left. So we can always use that for another project. Now, you can zip tie this. You can wire it in. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have these long wires that I'm going to wrap around. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it's an 18-inch, and the number that I have here, the item number is 713875. Now I'm not sure if that's correct. I've had this for quite a while, but I know they still carry this though, and it definitely does come in handy. So we are going to wire this in. Now just be careful because these do roll. They do roll. So we're going to have to get it where we want it to be, and then we need to glue it to keep it from moving. So I'm going to just loosen this up a bit, just a little. And then we'll keep on making adjustments as need be. So, and then we're going to do this side as well. Alright. So we definitely want the piece on the back to be flat. Don't want it to move. Alright. And then once you get it into the position that you like and is stable enough, then we're going to cut it down. And you can always save those smaller pieces for different projects if need be. I'm going to remove this because I don't need my cardboard piece anymore. Get it on a flat surface. Okay. I think that will be good. Then we're going to glue. And then we're going to come over here and glue right here between the beads and where the wire is. It's not going to be pretty, but it's not going to be seen by the customer or by anyone else, because we're going to have our supplies right here, our product. Okay, and then we're going to let that dry. And if you need to add more, maybe right here or right here at the top, then do so. But you do not want this thing to move, so you might have to put glue right there where the foam is right there leaning against the bead. You might have to put glue there too. Now that this is dry, I want to give you guys another tip. To keep it nice and clean, you can always put a piece of felt along the back here, or you can always do moss as well, but I think it would be looking a lot better with some felt on the back. So you can use whatever color felt you want to use. Alright, now let's get to the good stuff. We're going to bring in our florals. Here we have some orange, kind of with like a brown fall. I think this might be a peony bush. I'm not totally sure. I did get this last year, so the SKU number might be a little bit different, but I'll try to find it on the website from Hobby Lobby and put the link in the description below. Or you can use any other type of floral or color that you want to use. The SKU here is 5323456. Really need to make these numbers a little slightly bigger, but there you go. So we got that, and we also have a cream color as well. So we've got some to choose from, so let's see. It comes with a big and a smaller flower. Alright, let's see what we've got. So may cut this down. I think this might be a little bit too long. Since our piece of foam here is not very deep, so we kind of have to watch out for that. And you might want to steam your flowers if they're too wrinkly or squished. That's what we got right there. Now if you wanted to, you could just make your foam a lot longer and have it come up and just do these flowers and then use these leaves as part of your greenery if you wanted to do that. So let's bring in the smaller one. And I'm going to have this at the very top. So I'm going to cut that down a little bit more. So that's what we've got right there. Alright, let's get our flowers and set them aside. And now we're going to bring in this fall bush right here that I got from Hobby Lobby last year as well. But I know for sure that they do have this. I'm not sure if the item number is still the same, so just remember this stuff is considered fall. So if you do want to get something similar to this, you need to probably get it now or at least within the next few months. But the item number for this bush here is 5685979. Also remember to check your online stores. Make sure you check Michael's, your local craft store if you guys have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this apart. Right. Okay. And then we'll have to trim these bottom ones off or to make them look nicer. But so need to make it nice. Spread it out. This will make designing a lot more helpful when you have different types of florals or embellishments or whatever. Okay, so we're going to, I'm gonna have to trim this down. See? And once you put the stem in, you will need to spread out. And then we are going to do okay, we're going to put this on the other side. And it came apart. And we gotta trim this down though. We gotta trim it down a lot shorter. Okay, again, spread it out. And we're going to try to stick this in even though it's coming apart. So we still have a little bit of the foam here, so hopefully that will be easy to stick in. It looks very wonky right now. Don't worry, like I said, we have another bush. And get this cleaned up. Alright, so that's what we have so far. We are going to keep on going. We have all these other pieces that we can fill in. So by taking it apart, you can fill the gaps that we have right here. And trust me, we've got more stuff to put in here. But this is a great start. And it's just about placement. And just make sure that you cut your pieces down to an awesome finish and just start placing them in. So you want your shorter pieces to be over here, front, of course, or if they're still intact. So we're going to bring, so we have the orange here, so we have this one, so we're going to bring this one over here as well. Love the golden mahogany. Definitely makes it feel very fallish to me. Oh, that fell off. That's okay. We definitely put some of these smaller pieces over here on the bottom. Let's bring those leaves in. I want to bring in some green. So let me pick a stem here that we had. Okay. Here's one. There's another one. Here's another one. All right. grab some pliers, and I'm going to bend this. And then I'm going to try to squeeze. So the plastic will come off the wire, so it might look a little weird. So you just kind of want to trim that off to give it a clean look so it doesn't look so bad. And then we're going to trim it down. These are very hard stems. They're very good stems. And then we're going to come over here underneath the flower and place that greenery right there. And then we're going to do the same thing. Now this one, let's finish putting this bush in. I think that'll give us a little bit more of an idea about what I want to do. But there are options. You can do something like that, especially if you're going to do like a spring-summer design, because you know that will look awesome. Alright, let's bring in some orange over here. That'll look good. Which we will do the same over on this side as well. And after you do finish your design, if you still see some gaps and cracks or the foam block, just put a little bit of moss there. Okay. We've got blue, so let's bring a blue one over here. Out, and let's bring in here. Let's see. Trying to think of the color because I've got one right here. And this one might be hiding too. Maybe not. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we have so far. Alright, we'll keep these over here. This is also from Hobby Lobby. I do shop at Hobby Lobby quite a bit. It's the only one that's close since they closed down Joann's. Alright, the SKU number for this one is 5112149. Now, you can do either 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, or you can tear it apart. Like this. And then you get 4 pieces. You know what? I think we're going to take out the leaves. And if I want them in there, I will put them back in there. Spread out your pieces. Now this is different because it doesn't have the cream colored. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this down. And you can move these pieces up through your other floral bush. Then I got this one. Okay, so that's what that looks like with that. So it does have some green in it, so we may move those leaves back in. We will see. So now that we have this side, and then we're going to work our way on the bottom and go all the way up to over on this side. Go. This is a great option. That's something that's quick, that you can use different fall tones. That would be great. Also got this berry stem too. Might use that. This is also from Hobby Lobby. SKU number is 6881049. Something like this in there. So if you want to cut it in half, hopefully do a better finish there than I did. There we go. And then move your berries forward. Just maneuver them so they will be seen. And then you can always didn't go in there very smoothly, did it? So then you can go like that, and again, berries forward. So you can stick it, maybe weave it throughout. Your design, and leave it a little bit longer so it can stick out more. So you're not having to trim like we did with the other stuff. But let's see, what do you think about that one? A little bit harder to see, but let's bring in the other one. See if I can do better there. Yep, did a lot better. Okay. And just moving forward. Spread throughout. Make sure you press it in the foam. And then I have another one. I got 4 of these because I was thinking I might use like the whole stem here, but I think just by cutting it in half, if you go with this size, I think 4 would be perfect. 3 you would use, 1 you would have just in case you wanted to add more, or maybe 6. And this one goes right there. Oops. Am I even hitting it? Nope, I was way off. Way off. Okay. All right, there we go. Simple. Very fall. Use different colors. Go with the burgundy cream. Go with the orange. Go with your reds. I mean, we've got some blue in here. If you want to go more of a blue cream red route, whatever you feel that goes with your home decor, this is definitely something that is perfect for that. So hopefully you get some inspiration, get some wonderful ideas that will be perfect for the fall season, getting you pumped up. I know it's crazy, but it's coming. It's coming. So make sure you check out my website, Forever Works. I will also have the link posted in the description if you want to go check out my other wreaths and centerpieces. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week and weekend, and I will see you all very soon.